In this review, we're going to look at something that is a little bit different. It is container-sized site offices, and this one is Type A, and it's made by Mountain Scale Manufacturing. The cranes etc. weighbridge tells us it only weighs about 3 ounces, or in 100 speak is about 85 grams. We're also looking at a second version, and this all goes under the heading of Type E. Type E is more than just one container, and in fact it's a much bigger set of 6 containers. Also included with it is a staircase, and there's a bag containing some connectors. So let's put the whole lot on the cranes etc. weighbridge, and it weighs just about 1 pound, or for the metrically inclined, it's about 450 grams. From that you can tell that these are plastic and not metal, so let's open the box and get one out. For the assembly, we'll build the Type E setup, and the first thing to do is to put some feet on the bottom of the lowest level of containers. These are provided so that the containers can actually be joined together, and you can see that once the feet have been put in, you can bring in the adjoining container which will sit on the clips that you've already fitted. So this system will help all of the containers to be kept together. It is a little bit fiddly to get the clips into place, but you do have an alternative if you want it, which is to glue the clips in place. But in fact these are actually supposed to be models of temporary offices, so it's probably better to respect that and not glue things up. So after a bit of adjustment we have the lower 3 containers joined up, and it's a good looking little block. One thing you could do if you prefer is to have all of the windows at one end. Now we need to build upwards with our next floor of office containers, and to join them up very small steel pins are provided, and these fit into holes in the corners of the units. And of course this is a bit of a challenge for salami-sized fingers. Next, the hand crane can bring in the first of the office units, and these get dropped in and you join them up to the top of the connecting pins. Again, there's a little bit of fiddly work to do to get them all to join up properly, but once the connection is made it's pretty good. Next in is the staircase up to the first floor, and that needs to be held in place with a container on the top of it. Once that's done, we've completed the Type E setup. For the detail, all of the units are of a similar standard. The doors and windows are nice, and there's a door handle, and there is a ribbed finish all around the sides of the container. The colour finish on these standard units is decent, and the units have a structured floor, and they also have a detailed roof. That was the Type A unit, and the Type Es are all very much the same. But on these ones you also get to see the inside of the units, and that also has an appropriate finish. It would be good to see some painted versions of these, and it could be that with painted ones you wouldn't be able to tell that they were plastic. Also part of the Type E setup is the stairs, and this is also very good with a grilled floor and textured steps and nice thin handrails. An advantage of a model like this is how you can use it. So here we have the Type A as a load on a truck, and again these would look very good in a matching colour scheme. If you put them on a truck with a Fassi or Palfinger loader crane, then you can set up many different poses. And of course, as these units are very light, you have a chance that the loader crane can lift them without bleeding down. Of course, you can just display these as part of a site setup. If you want to go large, you can use the Type E containers on an articulated truck. And again, they make another interesting load. So we're looking here at both a Type A and a Type E, and of course you could pose them together. And depending on how you do things, you can set up some different configurations. So here we've taken off all of the connecting feet, and we're going for a larger ground floor with just 2 containers on the top floor. Or you could model another frequent type of layout, and that's one you might see on a motorway construction site where there's only one level of offices. Another option with the Type E setup is to build an interesting mini diorama. Mountain Scale Modelling has produced a flexible selection of office units. They look good and they have many applications with different models, and there's also the chance perhaps to paint them or have some branded units. They are plastic, but that does mean the system has some advantages, and overall the system is very good.